Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national. At the plate, Tim Hu. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, the third baseman.
He's ready.
Yeah.
Here's the first offering.
Hu.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed
1-0.
for strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, that's always a nice way to finish.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here, and this sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy, wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Nice adjustment by the batter. Not fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through, and this one the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Darren Obradovich. 268 the average for him coming in. 1 home run, 9 driven in. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. Who gets his lead at first, nobody out. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting third.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel for the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
Here's Carlos Correa now. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Breaking ball is cut on and missed for the first strike. Correa, sometimes called Show Rare. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted
Counts,
him. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here's the 0-2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Up with it, Trevino. And the throw is there to record the first down. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Number 22.
This offense really needs Carlos Correa to step up. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy.
Swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he'll make the catch on the warning track as he just stuck his glove up in midair and went for the best that time, and there are 2 away now.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their feet.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. Not 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And it's so frustrating from a pitching standpoint, D-Roy.
Swing and a missile sent out to center field. Bellinger looking up. It's out of here. And good for him. Dan Robinson has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Batting seventh.
Into the
box,
designated hitter, Sean Obradovich. As the first
Oh,
pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. The drive out toward the gap in left center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the throw in gets away from him.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning. And I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bellinger is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man. Settling in now, Cody Bellinger. At-bat on its way. And he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So, given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow.
Batting third.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Wilmer Depot becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. Bader is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident. First pitch curveball swung out and missed. Strike 1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at
that ball is absolutely crushed. solo shot here to left, his first home run of the season, and the Twins have extended their lead to 5-0. It's a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you've got to be ready for the heat.
Try to come in with a fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Darren Obradovich. He singled his last time up.
Count 1-0.
Off the plate and low here, ball one. One out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way. The batter.
So bases are empty here with two gone. The former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. 1-0 the count. Swung on and grounded to the second baseman Defoe. Scooped up, throw in time, and the side is retired. With the Twins add on thanks to this. Digging in now, Paul Goldschmidt. And this guy's got quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. 2-2 one more time. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play deep. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this.
The wind up and the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Giancarlo Stanton becomes out number 2 this inning.
Designated hitter. Yeah.
Striding forward now is the DH, Chaz Holmes.
Off the plate,
He'll get to take his first cuts here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
The center fielder.
First pitch on its way.
22.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Count even now at 1-1. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stanton is underneath this one. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 5.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Alex Healy. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2. Ball that comes up.
2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Alex Healy is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. The next twin up, and Robinson. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Oh, that's it.
And he takes ball 1. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now that's popped up. And no one will get this one.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 1-2 pitch. Curveball just about flung him up, but it's to 2-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. No chance to get him, and he'll take first after striking out.
Now that the designated hitter.
Now at the plate, Sean Obradante. Trying to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Robinson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that range. I think they had play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Swing, and he pops him up. Obradante. Foul ground, and no one will track it down. Another 0-2 coming. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, that's just a tasty roll. You got to make a little bit better pitch with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead, 0-2, then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get your leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout. So that's a nice piece of it.
The second for run on the third, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off a rough start, right? But nothing changes like a good old cue ball. We'll see if they can swing the runner at third now.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Men on third with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike down to the Yankees leadoff man. Hey. 2-2. Popped him up. Robinson moving to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
Thank you, Heidi. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Hoping for the He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Earl gets him 2 down. The lineup flips over and digging in. Tim Hu. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Darren Obradovich would be next. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Now, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's the ball.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
First, 2 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And he fouls this one off. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning. And here now is Wilmer Depot, leading off for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one if we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Healy is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
The right fielder, number 99.
One away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it. As you talked about, 6-game hitting streak so far.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 0-1 pitch. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batter, left fielder.
There's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Evo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Now batter, the designated hitter.
Sliding into the box, Chaz Holmes.
Inside ball 1.
And that misses inside. 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and run. No doubt home run.
Be surprised if we see more before this is over.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So coming to the plate, Carlos Correa comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And you look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Swing, and he pops him up, but this will land untouched. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he can steal some strikes that way.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Trevino goes to get it, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout.
Now batting.
Here comes
Number
the Yankee
22.
manager now
Ladies
up out of the dugout on his way to the mound.
Please.
And it
Now
would appear
pitching
he's
for
seen
the New
enough
York
of his starter this afternoon.
Number 59.
So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings. This will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one gets away. Ready with the 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in once again, Alex Healy. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Healy.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Stunning into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will get all the way to the wall now. Correa isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Now that.
Stepping into the box. And Robinson runner in scoring position with 2 counts. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. Flying toward right center. And that will get down out there. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D'Lo. Home run earlier in the night. That base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted into this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbons to boot.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that into the box now, Jose Trevino. And I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
No doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit, or if he's able to put this behind him.
Shortstop.
Digging in for the second at-bat, Cabrera will swing it from the left side right here. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's back to the top of the order now. And that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bellinger carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Strike taken to throw. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Cabrera leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. He pulls this one into right. Bader is right there as he takes it for the second out. Riding in, Wilmer's default. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Drops a strike to start the at-bat. Nothing in one. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first to get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Harrison Bader. Leading off 2 here to start the afternoon.
The center fielder of the club, Harrison Bader.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply toward the right side. This is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Up next for Minnesota, the first
He'll
baseman.
stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. Flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Two balls and a strike. Two, 1, here it is. Count even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. The 2-2 one more time. It's looked at and the count moves full.
You can pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he takes ball 4. Perfect. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now that's first base.
Standing in, first offering on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. Play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter number 1.
Striding in, Darren Obradovich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. In the dirt here. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. Obradovich at second with 2 down. Line but speared on a hop. He's out. The first gets him and the side is retired. Here's big Aaron Judge. They'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and one strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2.
Nope.
That misses 1-2.
One
This
ball,
is one
two
of those
strikes,
classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Standing in,
The first baseman.
and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a line drive base hit to left field. The line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon.
Now back.
And as that graphic shows us, he currently leads the Yankees in that category. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
The batter,
In
the
now
designated hitter,
as Holmes.
Judge.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Set and the pitch.
Well,
Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
2-1 now. The fastball that gets the lower part of the zone called for a strike. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway up. Healy moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
At the plate, DJ LeMahieu. See if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Chopper foul. Goldschmidt on second. Stanton at first. 2 out in the inning. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Yanks strand a pair. Can't cut into that. Back here in the Bronx. Twins on top of this one as we take a look now at our game summary.
Correa.
Set, here it comes. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Home. Misses. Ball 2. Now the 2-0. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Bellinger looking up.
Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw.
It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as it is now 7-3.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Now batting, number 22.
Stepping in now, number 22. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. No hits to this point. Now the 0-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The left fielder.
Digging in. Alex Healy with a double on his line so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Giving chase is Bellinger. He gets there, and that's the second out. Will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. One and two to the Twins catcher.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another 1-2 delivery. A swing and a drive sent down toward the gap.
Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw.
Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as they open it up to 8-3. Chad Green will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 57, Chad Green, a defensive change for the Yankees. Now playing center field. Number 12, Harrison.
Into the box now, Sean Bradovich. He looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Lifetime versus this arm. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Popped up. Goldschmidt over to his left, and that retires the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Stepping in, Jose Trevino. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Hit on the ground after short. And there's one down now. Coming to the plate now is Waldo Cabrera. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And that's taken for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 35.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger. He's hoped for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. And that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready now, Wilmer Depot. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. And it's fouled away. 0-1, here's the pitch. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying through it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way.
And that misses for ball 1. Bellinger at second. Depot on at first with 2 down. Sent on the ground out to second. So on to first, and the Yankees sled goes by the boards as the inning is over. Into the box now, Harrison Bader. He hasn't quite had the same fortune in the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Up into the spear to third, and that was self-defense all the way. One go. Next to Minnesota, Cody Bradovich. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. The Yankees came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
Top of the lineup, stepping in, Tim Cool. He flew out in his last at-bat. Bouncer up the middle. Off balance throw, gets it. Nice play there. It's decided. Digging in now for the Yankees. They'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Too low, 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Harrison Bader is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. So it was a strikeout swinging. Paul Goldschmidt becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bader falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, Chaz Holmes. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him. Miller as he jumps ahead, 0-1. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Fouled away. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. And a hard swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike in the inning. So striding forward now, Darren Obradovic. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Rising fastball, then it catches the zone for a strike. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roy, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage there.
Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Now with play, Carlos Correa. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond. And if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1.
Inside.
Obradovic aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup
22.
pitch. Number 22. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them. But he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Line toward right center. Bellinger is right there, one down. And we'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Now batting. The left field.
Stepping in the box, Alex Healy. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First offering on its way. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. LeMahieu camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. And Robinson will get another shot at it here as we take it back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's ball 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out.
The count is 1 and 2.
Curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And he fouls this one off. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit back up. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
You know, D'Lo, as a pitcher, that would be so frustrating. You're talking, trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hit is smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
And they will get to force it third, and that's that. Wins for Johan Duran takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 59, Johan Duran.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the hard plate.
And another foul ball. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Jose Trevino. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Trevino.
And a strike called at the knees. Nothing in
0-1's the count.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch him. He blew it right by him there.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Jose Trevino comes out number 2 in the bottom of the 9th. Here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Last chance for the Yankees.
That's a
and
ball.
that misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled away. And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
9-3, the final tally here
the
in this
final
one.
line score
Minnesota.
for this afternoon.